Mist's Edge, a novel of the Broken Lands. Written by T.A. White. Narrated by Tia Ryder. Prologue. Bird on Leaf hasn't responded to roll call in over 7 months. Hunched over his desk, the man squinted through a set of bifocals at a report on a disturbing trend that had been on the rise in the eastern part of the Highlands. He didn't bother looking up as he gave his reply. That village tends to run its pathfinder a little thin. I wouldn't worry about it yet. The younger pathfinder waited at the desk, her hands fidgeting at her sides. The man looked up, his glasses giving the impression of a bird. This was helped along by the tufts of hair sticking up all over his head. Was there anything else? It's just that Pathfinder Shea was assigned to that village, and her name wasn't attached to any of the reports coming out of there for several months prior to our sending out a roll call. She bit her lip and clasped her hands in front of her, one finger rubbing the inside of her wrist. He frowned, and his gaze went distant, as if he were having an internal conversation with himself. He sighed and sat back. The younger Pathfinder rushed to add, "It could be like you said. She could be out on assignment and just hasn't had the chance to respond." The older Pathfinder tapped his quill on the desk and studied the younger woman from under lowered brows. She was new, not quite trained yet, and prone to panicking over the least provocation. "It's not like Shea to miss a roll call," he finally said, especially given that debacle in the Badlands. Poor kid hadn't been entirely at fault, but had suffered the cost all the same. The labels of troublemaker and bad luck had followed her until the guild banished her to the backwards of beyond. If any other Pathfinder had missed roll call like this, he would have already waved away his assistant's concern. 7 months or longer wasn't really that long to go without communication from some of these villages. When a single trip could take up to a year, a Pathfinder had to be given some leeway in sending word back to the keep. Given it was Shea who'd missed roll call, a woman who never missed anything in her life, he could understand why his assistant was hovering over his desk while he tried to make heads or tails of this report. No one wanted to be responsible for losing track of Shea Halloran due to negligence. His assistant bobbed up and down, almost quivering with excitement. "Shall I send one of our eyes to investigate?" He frowned, already regretting the amount of paperwork this would generate and the time he would have to waste coordinating resources. "I suppose."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?